Hi, welcome to Morning Mindset on this fine Thursday. This is the last time I'll be seeing you for a whole week. Oh my gosh, I will miss you guys so much. I am panicking in a moment. I've done absolutely nothing to prepare for packing for my holiday. I have to do myself, my kids, probably have to do my husband as well. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like, okay, but it's gonna be fine. So just to mention, this is the last morning mindset for a week. I will be away back here on the 21st, so our next session will be the 23rd, so I will miss you guys, but don't forget to please continue to keep doing your accountability, because it is very, very important, with or without me. And we do have the account, you can go back to any accountability session, maybe go and review some of the previous ones that we've done, or simply just skip to the accountability part if you just want to do that. But please do it while I'm away. I will still be doing mine when I'm away. I'm just going to be on a random schedule, so I won't be able to commit to the specific times with you guys. Nikki, morning. I'm in need of some positivity today. I had an accident yesterday and ruptured my Achilles, so very much out of action for a long while. Oh my gosh, does that mean you got a cast on or something like this? What does that actually mean? Should an operation? Tell us the verdict. So sorry. I'm gonna just keep shuffling while we do that. And just so you know, we are doing our card reading today. I'll just move this up a little bit. We're doing our card readings today. So basically you pick 1, 2, or 3, whichever you feel is resonating with you. And it could be more than one card. You know, sometimes we all resonate with one or more cards. Sometimes we resonate with more than one. 2 just came out there, so we'll go with that. Oh, damn. Got a cast. That sucks. And you do a lot of sport, don't you? You do netball and things. I'm so sorry, Nikki. Okay, let's see what we've got for you today. Okay, just keep going with shuffling the cards until something comes out. 2 again today. I feel like we're getting 2. Because 2 again came out. I feel like we're getting 2 because I'm not here next week. It's like everyone wants me to do double shift today. Oh, damn it. You did it playing netball. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nikki. Let's see what we've got for you. You know what? You can use this as an opportunity. And I know this isn't like sounding like the best thing right now, but try to use this as an opportunity, because maybe you've been manifesting things, and really give this some thought, because I truly believe in this stuff. Maybe you've been manifesting things, and the manifestation requires you to slow down and stop for a while and put some thought into things, do some work on something. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is by slowing down and stopping, and the only way the universe knew how to do that to you was this little intervention during your netball match. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but I would definitely say if there is something you are attempting to manifest and it does require your attention, and you simply weren't able to fully commit to that attention, then this could be a sign for you to say, well, we're forcing this on you now, you know. Usually when I get sick, I tend to accomplish quite a bit. Okay. Come on. What do we need to know here? I don't know why this last one's... Oh, there we go. 3 came out there. Okay. So we've got our 1, 2, or 3. Let's see what we have for you guys today. Normally there's only 3 cards, but today for some reason we have 7. Interesting number. Okay, and I will attempt to get through them. The only thing I can say is that there's potentially, that one came out in reverse. There's potentially quite a few messages here that needing to come through with different people. Usually when I end up with more cards, either we need to elaborate on something or there are more messages that need to come forward. Okay, so if you're a number 1, we are in the whenever I'm feeling good, I'm attracting good, and I can pivot under any and all conditions. Okay, so these are really interesting cards, actually. And I definitely think there's something around the 2s. If you're seeing a lot of 2s, 2, 2, 2, then maybe this message is for you. So when I'm feeling good, I am attracting good. When you think of a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you're filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as an indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really 2 subjects you're on, whether it's the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or lack of one. Always when you feel good, you are in a place of attracting, and this is what you're wanting. So basically, in layman's terms, always look on the bright side of life, no matter what is going on with you. Right now, this person here is reaching out for hands, helping hands, you know? And I think at this point, if you're somebody who is in a situation where you do feel like things aren't going my way right now, and I really do need to try and see the positive in this and the bright side in this, you are going to have to start learning to ask for help or accepting help. And it's really interesting because in the second card we have something that's going to tie these 2 in. So if you're a 1 and 2, there's definitely a tying in situation here. But this is about asking for help, or being open to receiving help. And in any situation that you're in right now, which isn't a feel-good situation, you need to look for the positive in it and try to figure out where the message is in the situation, where the lesson is in the situation. What are you being taught right now, or what are you being shown right now, or what is the universe trying to tell you right now because of this situation? Because nothing is ever coincidence. Everything that happens to you happens for a reason. Now, it could be something like you need to shift a belief, you need to shift a mindset. It could be many different things, and only you can answer that. You need to go deep within yourself and the situation that you're in. Ask yourself, really, like, why is this happening, and what is it that I need to do with this? And the second card is I can pivot under any and all conditions. So what this is saying is it does not matter what is happening to you. You are able to still push forward, okay? I always think about this. I talked in a few videos ago, or I can't remember how many videos ago, about how I was really working on my biohacking stuff, which we have our session later today, and I've got lovely things to tell you. But I was really working on the biohacking stuff, and as I was doing this and trying to be more appreciative of myself the way I am, I ended up coming up with a lot of YouTube videos on people who'd had accidents and people who had so sadly lost their limbs and one half of their body and things like that. And it made me so appreciative for my body and my health and the way I was, just to see that. And, you know, although I didn't want to see a lot of people suffering or struggling, these people were still living their lives. You know, many of these people did not give up on anything, you know, like runners, professional runners who'd lost a leg. They decided, I'm still going to be a professional runner. I'll figure out a way to do it. And this is what this is telling you, that you can pivot under any and all conditions. So no matter what your dreams are, it doesn't matter what's happening to you right now. The only thing that matters is that you take the mindset of, what am I going to do about it? You know, maybe look at this like arrow here. We've got like one of those weather vanes. Is it called a weather vane? I think it is. So we have a weather vane here, and basically the weather vane is constantly turning. And if you're in one direction and the wind changes, suddenly you're going in another direction. So if your wind has changed, then it does not matter. You're still going in a direction. It's just a slightly different one. But you need to figure that out. And yes, Nikki, that was very apt, I think. Okay, the next thing that ties this in is we have the card of receiving. And this ties very nicely in with the help. So if you are somebody who is in a situation where you need help and you're usually the one doing all the helping, then now it's your time to learn how to receive. And maybe this is the lesson for you as well. If you're in a situation where you're not feeling good, oftentimes we need help to get out of that if we can't do that for ourselves. So then we need to go into the energy of receiving. Receiving help, receiving love, receiving kindness, receiving support, receiving financial support. It could be anything. But may you know you are worthy of the gift. Like, you're worth it. There is nothing, you're not going to win any prizes for never accepting any help in your life. And you need to learn how to receive. And it says here, when you know you are worthy of the gift, know you are worthy of it, you can receive help. And it's okay. You deserve that help. And the second card that came out here was held. May you feel the ocean's caress. Someone's feeling very isolated. I don't have the sense that this is relating to business, but I would say it's more about a relationship. Somebody may be feeling lonely. Somebody may be feeling like, I almost get like a sense of pride, like I can do this on my own. I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone's help. I've got this, like I'm fine the way I am. I'm fine with the way things are. But there is a part of you inside of you, maybe it's buried very subconsciously, that is needing human touch and is needing human connection. And for you, if you are somebody who's very much forging the way forward and being very dynamic and very precise and very practical, you are in need of an emotional boost, I would say. You're in need, you're in need of some emotional energy, some softer energy in your life. And that can come from hugging someone, it can come from accepting someone's love, it can come from many different places, but it's almost like you are too afraid to let your guard down. But now is the time to let your guard down and let someone nurture you and take care of you. And this goes very, very well as, again, with the receive card. It's you need emotional stimulation. This is something that's really missing from your life. If you're a very driven person, you need someone to bring out your softer side, more feminine side, more emotional side, because this is something that's actually missing. And this is going to make you better at what you do if you can connect in some way with a softer part of yourself. So those are those messages, and we're on to number 3. And we have 3 number 3s. Okay, I'll do these in order, even though they're a little bit odd. I'm allowed to change my mind. Somebody said they were going to do something, and they're super forging ahead with it, and they're having doubts and feeling like they don't want to do it anymore, or maybe they want to pivot and change. And this is your message to say that's absolutely fine. Now, this could mean something in a relationship. You've engaged in a relationship and now you feel like this isn't the right person for you. It could be work. You've engaged in a job, or you've started something with a client and you've started a new career and you've realized this isn't for you. The message is you're allowed to change your mind. And I feel like there's a lot going on in this sky, right? And the universe is saying there's a lot of opportunity out there. There's a lot of variety out there, you know. And if you've picked one and that one isn't for you, cut your losses and move on. Change your mind. You can move to the next thing. You can rethink the process. That's okay. That's allowed, and that's absolutely fine. So reflect, have a good think, and think about what you need to do from here. And if there's something in your life that you've decided to take on or you've decided to move forward with, but doubts are creeping in and you're not feeling it the way that you were feeling it, even if you've told everyone this is what I'm going to do and I'm not deviating from this plan, you will have to if you feel like it's not going okay, because if you don't, you're going to waste a lot of time. The next thing we have here in reverse, which is interesting. When I let go of thoughts, feelings, and people, it creates space for good to flow. Now, the thing is about this card, it's very interesting because I believe that the person that this message is for is the opposite. I feel that this person has let go of a lot of their feelings, and I feel that this, although the message here is when you let go of the thoughts and feelings and people and you create space, you know, you're good to flow. Because this came out in reverse, I feel that someone has let go too much and almost emotionally disconnected themselves. And again, this is where I feel this is more coming in line with this one, the 2 and the 3. So you've let go a lot of feelings. You know, maybe you've come out of something that made you feel super bad and you just like decided to cut off your feelings. Maybe you've decided to cut off a lot of people in your life. Maybe you've decided to let go of a lot of thoughts, but maybe it's been a little bit overkill. Maybe it's a little bit too much. Or maybe you've let go so much of these feelings and these people and these thoughts, but you've not invited new ones in to fill your cup. Your cup is empty. You have emptied your cup by choice. But when you empty your cup, you have to fill it with better things. You have to fill it with more good stuff. So I really feel that this combination of 2 and 3 here is really for someone who's been doing a lot of purging and who has been doing a lot of, well, this is toxic for me, I want it out of my life. And you've done a great job at this. You've done a great job at the purge, but you've left yourself empty from it there, and now you need to start thinking about how am I going to replace these things, how am I going to replace these feelings, how am I going to replace these thoughts, how am I going to replace the people in my life with better people, how am I going to replace my feelings, you know, how am I going to learn how to feel again, you know, to feel better again, to enjoy life more, you know, to bring more of those feelings that I want to feel in. So this is basically what that is saying. All these cards are really tying in together very well. And then we have our final card for today. Feeling good about myself is my highest priority, and this always should be. So again, I feel like there's a slight guilt here. Somebody's feeling slightly guilty, if this is you, at the thought of self-care. Somebody is feeling slightly guilty here, or very guilty, about the thought of taking some downtime. You know, like, it's almost like, oh, yeah, I want to take a holiday, but no, I can't because I'm too busy. Or, yeah, I need to take a break, but I've got so many other things that I have to do. And how are these people going to cope without me? And how is that going to get done without me? And it basically is saying, like, whatever it is that you feel you need to do, you need to do it. Like, whether it's take some downtime, let go. And you know what? Honestly, the world around you is going to take care of itself without you. You know, I know you're a pinnacle part of this, you know, dynamic. I feel the same way too myself. You know, like, I'm a mum of 5 and a husband, and I have a couple of businesses, and I always think to myself, well, if there's no me, how is everything going to turn? How is everything going to work? You know, how is it all going to move? And the fact is, the universe, the world around you, everybody else really can take care of themselves. They love you, they want you in their lives, but at this point in time, you need to prioritize yourself and let everyone else take care of themselves for the time being. And don't feel guilty about that. You know, like there's this horrible like guilt feeling. Oh, like, you know, like nobody should ever feel guilty about prioritizing themselves. And this is one thing, and we're going to talk about this later in the biohacking session when we're in the wellness spa this afternoon. Like the guilt of taking care of yourself and any negative feeling towards it, to be honest with you, don't feel like it, don't want to, don't have time, don't have energy, don't, you know, like all of these things, feel guilty because I should be doing other things, I've got more important things to do. All of these things will literally prevent you from being the person that you want to be. That is self-inflicted harm. So don't do that to yourself anymore. You being your highest priority and feeling good about yourself is going to have this knock-on effect that will impact the world around you and beyond. Okay, so a lot of messages came out there. Hopefully some of them resonated with you. Very interesting reverse card. We've not had that in one of these sessions. I feel this is super significant. Really, somebody here has really let go of a lot of things, like really made the decision, I'm going to get this out of my life. I'm going to get these people out of my life. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm purging these thoughts. I'm going to change these thoughts. But it literally has left your cup completely empty, depleted. So now you've got to learn to open up again now. You've got to learn to trust. You've got to learn to love. You've got to learn to receive. You've got to learn to accept, you know. And slowly your cup will start to fill again. You will start to feel feelings again, but more positive feelings, more better feelings, you know? Cool. Okay, so those are the cards for today. I hope these will carry you through until we see each other next on the 23rd. In the meantime, we will now do our daily accountability. My journal is under a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to get this. I always do it with you guys, and I'm completely appreciative that you're here with me doing it with me. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful week ahead. I shall miss you guys. I love you lots. Let's do accountability. Don't forget to do your accountability while I'm away, and I will be back in a week's time where we will be having our normal morning mindset sessions. But if you come to the biohacking later today, got lots to share with you there too. Okay, so take care guys, thank you so much, and we will start our daily accountability now.
Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.